Unit 12. Negotiable Instruments. Unit 12, page 167. Listening 1.
Hello, Miranda Benton.
Hello, this is Max Carter speaking.
Yes, hello, Mr. Carter. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks, Miss Benton.
Great. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm calling about a financial matter. You see, I accepted a note endorsed to me by a longtime business customer, Wilson Charles, in payment for services we provided. Wilson was short on cash, and the note had a face value of $5,000. The amount outstanding on the services my firm provided was only about $2,500, so I thought I was getting a pretty good deal, especially since I know the maker of the note, John Ellis, and I knew he was a decent guy.
I see.
The note says that John is to pay monthly installments, plus interest, as soon as he gets an inheritance from his uncle. I've notified John that I'm the holder of the note, but the problem is that several months have passed, and he hasn't paid me anything. Nothing whatsoever.
Do you have the promissory note there with you?
Yes, I have it right here. I believe John wrote it up. Apparently, he has some experience with this kind of thing.
Right. Let me ask you a few questions. I need to check if the note is valid. You see, there are certain formal requirements that have to be met for it to be negotiable, that is, to be enforceable by you as a holder in due course.
Okay, what would those be?
The first one is simple. It has to be in writing.
Well, it certainly is.
Yes, and it has to be signed by the maker, in this case, John Ellis. Even an X would be acceptable, and ideally a witness to the signing should sign the note as well.
Well, this note has definitely been signed by Ellis.
Fine. A third requirement is that the note has to use the language of negotiability. It should say, payable to the order of Wilson Charles. Charles should then have endorsed the note, payable to the order of you. That's what's referred to as order paper, or the endorsement could be in blank by Charles, which would make it bearer paper.
Yes, it says it right here. Payable to the order of Wilson Charles. And then Charles endorsed it, payable to the order of Max Carter.
Okay, that's good. A further requirement is that the note has to mention what's known as a sum certain, that is to say an exact amount in a specific currency.
It says $5,000 right here.
Right, this is looking good. There are just 2 more requirements. If it meets those, you have no problems. Let's see. The next one is the requirement of an unconditional order or promise. Allow me to explain. Unconditional means that there are no strings attached, no conditions connected with repayment. Have a look at the note. Are there any conditions mentioned?
Yeah, well, here's one. It says that as soon as John has paid out his inheritance, he'll start paying on the note. I guess that's a condition, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. This may cause you problems, but let's just look at the final requirement. The note should state that the outstanding sum is either payable on demand or at a definite time. Is that written anywhere on the note?
No, nothing like that's written anywhere on it.
Oh dear. Well, Mr. Carter, it looks like out of 6 requirements for negotiability, your note only meets 4.
I guess we now need to talk about whether I can get my money out of this whole mess.